Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today I'm doing an order for Amber. Amber's been waiting quite a while. She has quite a large order. It's really hard for me to fit all that into one. But I wanted to do this one because two reasons. One, Molds and Shapes is sadly going out of business. You all must know that by now. If you have ever ordered from them, you have gotten that email. If you have not and you've wanted to order from them, you have a chance to get some of their molds. This one I purchased a long time ago, before they ever knew who I was. And this was the first one I ever bought from them. I've had it for quite a while. Of course, we all love their quality. They make amazing molds. So what I wanted to, if you're watching this video the day of release, you literally have a day or two to order, because what they are doing, it is 2026 right now, the end of March. They are closing their doors the end of March for 3 months. So they're taking a 3-month break, but they will fulfill all the orders that are placed in March. So you still have time. You could still use my discount code. Once the second quarter is over, they're taking like a break, like I said. Sorry, the first quarter. They're working the first quarter. They're taking off the second quarter. They are opening up the third quarter of 2026, and then they are closing their doors forever. So you do have today to order to get them out sooner, or you can put them in your cart, wish list, whatever you have, and order them when they reopen. That will be your last chance to order from them on the third quarter. And then they are closing their doors September, the very last day of September, from what I understand. So make sure you get what you want to get from them. They were looking for a buyer for the business, but I don't think they have found one. If you guys are a buyer for a business and you want to own Molds and Shapes, contact them. They will be happy to talk to you. But for Amber, she had a very detailed email to me. She picked out all of her colors, almost every one of them, except one was from, or two were from Dianca Pours. So she loves the Dianca Pours colors. She told me which coaster to put it into, the coaster holder. She wants black for the stand. So we are going to just mix up in these tiny little cups that I have, a little bit, tiny bit at a time, so I don't end up with a lot of extra. I'm only going to start with about 2 ounces, maybe 3 ounces. I'd rather have extra because these don't hold much. And then we're going to do gold lines. So depending on how well I do, I'm going to paint over the back with the gold because it looks nicer than the marker on there. Otherwise, if it doesn't look good, then I'm just going to fill it with a gold mica powder, which I might just do that because then I know it'll be okay. So let me get 3 ounces normal 1-to-1 epoxy. That will give me the most amount of working time. And then, yeah, I want to, you know what I'm going to do before I do that? Because this one is going to be a random mix, which is fine. But I do want to get at least the first 4 colors. Let me do this one. I'm going to have to see. This is not going the right way. I think it goes this way. Because she wanted 4, 5, 4, and 5. That's right. Okay. I think I'll get my mica powders in these cups right now. And you guys are going to get to see a whole lot of Dianca Pours colors. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that over there. I'm going in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's just get all the colors out. And I'm going to set them aside. Let me move this in this order so I know what I'm doing here. Because I don't want to be rushing around working with thick resin when it's time to start pouring. I just want to be able to pour it into these little tiny cups, mix it up real good, but we're going to dissolve it first so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, I am going to do the first 4. The first one is Eye Candy, Blue Blood. She wanted Blue Blood. So let's just get all these colors in. Got my brand new stir stick. I did keep one of my stir sticks before I sold the rest that AJ made for us. He is always working on more, so depending when I start slowing down on selling out of his stuff, that's when I will slow down ordering from him, or unless he decides he needs a break making this stuff for us. Next one is Tinker. I'm going to try to do this and we don't need much because it's just a touch. Okay, Tinker. We only needed that one once. And I wish I could make little example pieces, but these are just too many colors today. I don't want to have to try to figure out which one is which after that. This one is called Dark Matter, which we're going to use a couple times. That one goes into this pile. This can get confusing because some of them go into others. So, and this one is Blue Viper. This one is stunningly gorgeous. Okay, we're going to use Blue Viper in that one as well. So what am I missing here? We got those 4. Then we need Blue Viper again, Dark Matter again, Peacock, which is this one, Eden's Envy, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Merkaba. Okay, there's the 5. It's like, what am I doing wrong? So this is, I think, the Merkaba. Again, this is why I am not making my little butterflies for all these jars, because I do not know. Yeah, Merkaba, which I don't need again. Eden's Envy, which is a green, dark, dark green. All her colors are gorgeous. If you have not yet gotten any Dianca Pours, I highly recommend them. We've got Peacock, which is another green, a little bit lighter though. And then let me wipe my stick between each one just so I don't get this. This is Dark Matter again, which is a very shimmery gray. A little bit more of that one because a lot of it is shimmer. And then we've got Blue Viper again. Ooh. If I could remember, which I'm not, that's why I would normally, I don't think we need more than that though. It depends which block I choose for them, and I'm getting it in that mold over there, so I will have to clean these out. Okay, that's those 5. Now these bottom 4, Supernova. Where's Supernova? This one is Supernova. Very sparkly gray. Okay. Portal. Which one of these is Portal? This is the purplish. Purple Portal. Then we've got Hypnotic. Which one's over here? This is Hypnotic. And then, ooh, look at that. It's actually, it looks navy blue in the jar, but it comes out more of a black. And then Dark Matter again. Let me find that one. That's this one. So that's those 4 for these bottom 4. And then we got 5 more. So let me keep these separated. I will put the alcohol in off camera. I'll do one for you, but I'm not going to sit here and dissolve them all with you. Peacock. Oh, let's do this one. Rose Red. This one is by Let's Resin. I didn't have a Rose Red, so I hope this is the one she's talking about. I don't have one in Dianca Pours. So this was Rose Red. We need Peacock again. Let me get these 3 and then I'll find the other 2. Venom. I must be missing one because I only have 4. That is Venom, Enchantress. Which one am I missing? Ooh, that one's like a burgundy, pretty burgundy. And oh goodness, it's really a mess because I lost the thing on the top. Shoot, it's all over my hands. What a mess. And what did I say? Peacock. Did I already do Peacock? Which one did I do? That was Enchantress. I did Rose Red. Oh boy. Blue Viper. Peacock. I did not do Peacock. That's this one. And I don't think she gave me a 5th color for this bottom one. So I'm going to choose out of these which one will go with that. Let's do, you know what? She liked the Supernova. So we're going to do the Supernova in it. And then it'll tie those together because between the Dark Matter and the Supernova, they should look pretty good. Okay. That's all of them. Let me get all these out of my way. So all I'm going to do now is just go through. I got to clean up my station, of course, but I'm going to go through and squirt 99% alcohol in all of them, and I will do that off camera. This is basically all I'm doing, and all it's doing is dissolving them. If it dries up before I get to it, all I got to do is squirt a tad bit more in there. But that's all I'm going to do. And then I will get 3 ounces mixed up and we'll start stirring.
Explode in a radiant haze, crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright. Rhinestones dancing, catching every eye. This is my moment.
Okay, first 4, let's go. I'm just going to do a little at a time and work as quickly as possible. I don't need much, so I'm not going to like pre-pour them because I want to know which ones they're going in. Because some blocks are really, really tiny and some are not. I probably didn't need to do the vacuum chamber, but I didn't want to take a chance because it's an order. Most likely. And if I have, like, the leftovers is what I'm going to do with that is put it in these random blocks if I have enough. Like I did for that one. Don't really want to dome that even though I did. Oh no, that's going over. Already I have an issue. Didn't I just say I didn't want to dome that? I think that's the line on this one is just lower on the corner. So I do need to get some of this out. Whoa. Let's get some out so it doesn't flow over there. Okay. And I will get rid of the cup as we go so I don't get confused. Again, I don't know which is which anymore. I do know this is Blue Viper because that's one of my favorite colors. Now there's still alcohol in these cups, so that's helping it make it runny, and it's also helping it pop any bubbles. That may be still in there. Come on, let there be enough. As long as we have it covered, we're good. Probably need a little touch more, but I'm going to leave it like that so I don't overflow it. All right, next. 3 ounces, I'm guessing, was not enough. But who knows? Yeah, I put too much alcohol in these cups, so it is very watery. It'll all dissipate as it floats to the top and sits on the top of our resin. Do very thin layers, so this one has extra. Let's do this one. And I think maybe the rest I will pour into my extras, my giveaway extras mold. Because I don't know how much, well, it depends what we have left over. I wish I remembered all these colors by what they look like in here for you, but I don't. You'll have to do a little research. What's that? A little rewinding if you want to know exactly what color is what. I'd be able to figure it out after the fact if you want me to take the time to do that. Let's do, we got a little one here I could fill. These are called the Kintsugi coasters. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Japanese art or something like that. Of the art of broken pottery or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar. I've done them a few times. I bought them the first time, not knowing that. I just thought they looked cool. So that's why I bought them. This one is either Supernova or Dark Matter. I know it's one of those shiny, super duper shiny ones. Let's do super duper shiny in here. Hopefully we have enough. Get you spread out. There we go. Just a tad bit left over. Not too much, but I can probably fit it into... No, I don't think I can. I better wait. Better wait. We only need the smallest amount. There's like too much alcohol in here. We'll use it in this one. Shouldn't have to worry about many bubbles forming on the sides because I did put alcohol plenty into these little cups. More than enough. More than I needed, to be honest with you. Okay. Not going too bad. It's a good thing I have everything prepared. This is that purple one. Hypnotic or Portal or something. We'll figure them out after. I've got the list here of what I've done. Let's do purple in this one. I think it'll take it all. Beautiful. I can put it, I think. Ooh, I don't think I have enough. You know what? If I just put a little tad bit more resin in here, then I can fill that little block over there with a purple instead of a blue. Beautiful. Get you in there. Trying to keep those lines blue so I can paint them gold. You shouldn't see the paint on the back of your resin because the resin is opaque. Or you can just, yeah, because I would be pouring gold behind it anyway. This is that really deep blue, which almost looks black. I'm not using a spritz bottle or anything for these because it's too high, so I'll just use a little lighter to pop the bubbles that are, you probably will never see the bubbles anyway, but that's okay. I'm going to be mixing up some more resin, I think. This is a green one. Let's do a green here. Trying not to overdo it so I don't waste much. That one looks good. I'm just keeping these so I can add some resin to them if I need them for a bigger chunk here. So we did the same blue in a big block, so we'll do a blue, this blue in a smaller block on this one. So we have a little bit of difference. The blue Viper. I don't know if I put blue Viper in that other, in the coaster holder or not. I don't think I did. That's what I don't want to happen. I don't want the colors on that. Let's put that aside. Get this one done. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some more resin. I don't know what I was thinking. Lots of colors. Let's do the big one here. Try not to overflow. I don't want to hold this over my thing. I don't want to drip it into the wrong color. Get these spread. Concentration is real. Okay. This one, gonna need some more. These are pretty big blocks over here that I didn't take into account, so I can always mix up more resin for them. But I want to get these done first if I can, since I have them ready. Those are very close. Very close colors she chose for each block. This one's got a good amount. Let's do this one over here. I might have to add some to it, but we had a good amount left over. Put you back there. Definitely going to need a little bit more. I'm just going to add to this. Same color. Don't need more color, you just need more resin. Get it around. I do not have enough for the black stands, so I will probably just pour that when I pour the back coat. Which is no big deal. And we got the tiniest little one. I only need a couple of drops. But you know, I'll do more than that so I could fill it in the coaster holder, since it's not going to be very prevalent in the coaster. Since I have to mix up more anyway. I'm going to get you in that little tiny corner. And then the coaster holder. Let's do this one here. Oh, I got too much. All right, well, now we got this one here. Let's do the red. I'll do a decent amount of red. Let's do the rest in red, and we'll do it in the coaster holder and the coaster. I do need to scrape you out. because there are 2 big blocks we could use it in. Plus I want my cup empty. Although I am using the dispenser for my resin, so it doesn't have to be completely, because it's not going to, I'm going to tear it out before I start pumping the new resin in there. So it doesn't matter if you're using the dispenser, it doesn't matter if you have resin in there already. Just tear it out to 0 before you pour or press start. Hope this is the rose red she's talking about. It must be close if it's not. We'll do this one just to get some more over here. There's that. Okay, so I do have a little bit left over. Let me just grab my lighter, pop all the bubbles, because I do see them rising from stirring it. Just be careful because it is a thin layer of resin. If you do these, it will ruin your mold, but these are looking really nice. This one is like bubbles everywhere. Okay, let's see, what can I do with all this stuff? Let me figure out where to pour all that and all this. Maybe I'll combine it into something. And then I'll get another, well, maybe I'll do 3 more ounces and then I'll pour these black. I pulled out this butterfly mold. It should hold the rest of my extras here. I'm trying to get it clean with my fingers, but it doesn't always work. So all I'm going to do is pour all the rest in there. Let me just spritz it real quick, just in case it's getting too thick. I'm just going to put it in blocks, and whatever it is, because I don't have much of anything here. But I thought that would look kind of cool with all these colors in the butterfly. I don't know, we'll see. Let me get some pink in there. This is a matte mold though, so we'll have to enhance it somehow after the fact. Just start with this, and then if I have extra, which I will, then I'll just add it to it. It's a pretty thick mold. It's actually an ornament mold. Just a drip of that one. It could make brown, who knows? Or it could be the most beautiful thing I've ever poured. You're not really going to see any of it now because it's on the back. So whatever I got touching that silicone is what we're going to see. So all this is just basically filling it up. Some of that sparkle might sink, but I doubt it. Okay. Now I'm going to get 3 more ounces. That still has some room. Let's get moving with the next. This one is a, let's do this one a lot for the each piece. It's like a maroonish color. We're gonna do it, let's do the big one. Something different than all the blue. And then this centerpiece here. Really pretty. And then I guess the rest is going to go into the butterfly. Need a little more. You don't want it pulling away from itself, or you're going to end up with holes in there that you can't match. And I also don't want too much because I don't want it to. So let's just stick the rest in the butterfly. Get a new napkin. I did have to add some. We're just going to do a tiny little bit for that corner since we've already used this one. Right here. I'm hoping I have enough for the black, but if I don't, and then we'll put some of that in the butterfly. I hope we have a pretty cool butterfly. I don't know. And then I don't need much of this green. We'll do it in that corner. I could have saved it and I could have made everything black. I think I will do that just in case. I'm not concerned about the butterfly. I'm more concerned about getting the black done. And then a little bit more here. These had dried up while it was waiting. So I just squirted a little bit more alcohol into the cup and re-shook it around. And this one. The more I think about the gold, I think I'm going to just pour it in gold, because if I get that powder in places I don't want the powder, then you're going to see it on the edges. So I really don't want to do that. Come on, pop. Okay, so I pulled out black alcohol ink so I didn't have to stir my resin like crazy with pigment paste, because this ink gets it really, really deep. Really deep, really fast. And then I don't have to worry about pigment paste dropping. See, that's really black. Let me wipe my stick just to be sure that it is black and it's not the ink that got on there. Yep, it's black. And I think I'm going to spritz these. What is that? What did I do with my... I'm just going to wipe these out really quick with some alcohol. Make sure there's nothing in there. Well, I'm trying to make sure there's nothing in there. Okay. I'm going to go from eye level because I do kind of want these perfectly done so I don't have to trim. And I should have enough, I hope. Okay, that one's done. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Here I thought I would have way too much. I might have to turn that green into black, but that's not going to work either because that has a shimmer to it and this does not. Oh, I'm talking too early. I'm going to have enough. I always get worried. Look at that. Woo! Little too much. Let's top these up. How funny is that? Okay, that one's good because they're going to shrink a little bit and these should not need any trimming whatsoever because I am doming them really good. Almost too much. Okay, so we got a little left. Funny how that happens. All right. Black, what can I do with black? I'm going to put... Well, let's put something in the black. I don't need this cap on. I'm going to put it all together, add a little bit of this Blue Ocean by Laura's Art Corner, and pour it into the vase. So I have, I don't know, enough for at least one or two. If I get a nice color, that is. So these two are the greens. So that's going to put the shimmer into that black, but keep it black. Well, it's kind of greeny black. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this Blue Ocean, I think I called it. And I guess this is a chameleon powder, I was told. So chameleon powders look kind of cool in black. So that's what I want to find out. What did I say? Blue ocean. Let's just give that a stir and see what it looks like. Looks kind of cool. Looks kind of galaxy-ish, if that's a word. It's a word today. Ooh, that's pretty. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, didn't dissolve it, so we had some floating. Make sure you mix it really good if you don't dissolve it. I don't see any more floating. Okay. Let's see. Which two? Let's do, hopefully, these two. Hopefully we have enough. I better do one at a time. We'll do the big one. Might have to do a big and a small. That's good. And this one, yeah, we might have, oh gosh, we don't have enough for two. Maybe the big and the small one. Maybe. No, I don't even think, but we're going to try it. Man, I hope so. Let's do that one and that one. Going to need my spatula for this. Gosh, I hope I have enough. Oh no, I don't. I'm not. That totally stinks. So now I'm going to have a base with no front that I won't be able to match. And I can't pour it out because I'll be pouring it all out. So that totally stinks. All right, well, we got one. We just got one. Okay. Oh no, that's coming over the edge. I will babysit this for a little while. Make sure nothing's happening. I might take a little bit out of these. Make sure they're not going over the lines. Get this cured, and then I'm going to pick a gold mica powder instead of a metallic. And then we'll get that. I don't know how much I need. I'm just going to keep going through with the lighter. Pop any bubbles that surface, even though, you know what, you're not going to see the bubbles on the back. You will on these stands, but you're not going to on the coasters because we're going to pour right over them. Okay, let's check out the comment of the day and I'll BRB. I got some happy mail. I got some happy mail from Karen Truitt. Says, I just ordered these and thought you might like them as well. Enjoy. So another stash. Oh, I got some powder on there of what I'm already mixed up. Another stash of stir spatulas. Thank you, Karen. They're going with my other stash. I do have some put away. I mixed up 14 ounces, and this is bright gold, huge bottle, 100 gram bottle. This thing is massive. It's by Let's Resin. I'm not sure if they still have it, but I will link it if they do. All I did was dissolve it in the alcohol again, poured it into here, mixed it up, debubbled it, and I'm just gonna pour it, and that's going to be my line color instead of doing the metallic, just because I didn't want it different than the backing. And I would rather have this kind of gold than the metallic gold mixed into the resin. Going to try to dome them so I don't have much trimming. And I don't really know how much I need at all. So if we have extra, I have the rest. Oh, I scooped out the one vase with the tiny little baby spoon and I put it in 3 pendants. So not all a loss. It wasn't fun to do, but I did it. I didn't want like the back of a vase just to throw in the garbage, so I was like trying to get it out with a little tiny mica spoon. And then all we have to do, nothing needs to be done to these after demold, other than show you the colors. and see if we can match them up. Let's do it this way. And those 4 black posts, they just fit into these spots right here. Oh gosh, I am definitely going to have extra. But I am going to get down and go eye level because they are not domed and I have tons left. So let's dome them properly. And then we will make something. Depends how much I have left. I might make something else because I have a lot left here. Wasn't quite sure. I did watch my other videos. Well, I only watched my most recent and I did it wrong that day too. Let's do this one. You don't want to go over those blues, so that's it. What do I have left here? At least, oh goodness, I have about 5 ounces left. Okay, 5 ounces. What am I going to do at 5 ounces? What is that in there? Let me get a little stick. Looks like a piece of resin or something. 5 ounces. Let me find a mold. I'm trying to look through all the molds you guys have mailed to me, what I could put gold in, and this I found. It's a little Highland cow. I don't know if I'll find the link for it if you fall in love with it, but I'm gonna pour it. It's a very soft mold. I don't know how much. It's definitely not 5 ounces, so I will have more left over. So let's just see what we have left. I'm gonna stick it in and squish it around. So I will have some finishing to do today. It's a very soft mold. I wonder what they use for this. It must be like prosthetic silicone or something, because they certainly don't sell this. Oh my goodness, it's going to take it all. Good. That's great. Let me just scrape it out. One extra. Let me try to get it all in there. Oh goodness, it's dripping. Okay, I'll work on this after the camera's off because I need my other spatula. All right, now I'm just going to pop any bubbles. I don't see any. Everything looks great. Let's just get this cured and BRB. It's your favorite time. Well, it's my favorite time. So let's get everything unmolded. I've already done the pendants and put the bails on. So the blue is shining through that black. So that's really pretty. I've done all 3. They're just drying over here. So those are done and bailed. Here's the little vase. Ooh, that looks nice. See all that shimmer in the blue? Love that. And we got 1 vase. When I have 1, that means it gets given away. There's the vase. I'll glue that together. Finish it off. Here's the Mod Podge. Hodgepodge. Oh, I forgot it's a matte mold, and we got a lot of bubbles, so not the best. Not the best. Here's the little fella. Look at how soft that is. Easy to unmold. Oh, that's cute. Look at that little guy. He's so furry. I'll have to finish that one off for sure. So adorable. Okay, I think we'll do these first since I don't know what's in here. We got a couple of bubbles right there. But that's really pretty. I wonder why, because I debubbled it, so that's strange. Here's the black pieces, which are no big deal. Those are going to go up through here, like this, when everything is cool. I'm not going to do it now. It's not cool enough. I don't want to break anything, so we're just going to leave those. Yeah, not happy about those bubbles. I wonder why we got bubbles. I didn't spritz it, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here's the first one. I took the 4 colors out. Yeah, we got bubbles in all of it. So, you either gotta do it again, or I'm gonna discount it. Blue Viper, Dark Matter, Blue Blood, and Tinker. Not too bad. My mold is getting a little dull, so not crazy about the finish. So not sure about that. Okay, let me find the other colors. The next 5 are out. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Not too happy with this outcome. We got micro bubbles. Lots of them. So this was, I don't even know which is which now. Merkaba, could have been this one. Eden's Envy here. Dark Matter here. Blue Viper here. And Peacock here. There's that one. The next 4. Same thing. We've got Portal here. That's the purple. Hypnotic is the dark blue. Supernova. Dark Matter. And the last 4, actually I think there were 5. Same thing. So we've got the Rose Red, Peacock. No. Yeah, and that this is the Venom. This is the Enchantress. And then this was the, what was it, Dark Matter, I think? So, other than the bubbles, see, I can top coat it. The problem is, with that, you've got all these channels. And one wrong move, it's draining everything. So I really don't want to top coat it. I think my mold needs to be retired, to be honest with you, because it's not the greatest. But here's all the colors. So clearly I would never charge her full price for something like this, because I am not happy with it. And I don't think doing it over is going to change anything. This is pretty cool. These go in here like this. Little bits, pieces to come off right there. And this one goes like that. So you sit it on your table and then they just stack in there. Like this. So that's not the best work I've ever done, unfortunately. It's in every single one of my coasters, so that's not good. Not happy about it. Okay, well, that's all I'm going to do for that, because I don't want to take the chance to top coat it. I honestly think I will ruin them. Well, yeah. I don't know what else to do for that, because I'm not happy about all the little tiny pinholes. Tiny, tiny pinholes. It's so weird that they're in everything. I'm just trying to look in my mold like, I don't think they're in the mold, because I don't ever remember it happening before, but that's just so weird that all of a sudden it's never happened before and it's happening now. All my mica powders were dissolved. I didn't spritz the mold, but there was enough alcohol in that mica powder that I didn't need to, because it was really watery. Alright, well, let me at least finish the couple little things up and I will show you the results. I'm all done. I didn't do too much. I spray sealed this clear first, and then I put some silver on the wings and the, I don't know, clothing. And then I put some like silver gilding paint over everything else and tied a silver string on there. Here's the little vase with blue and white and tan flowers. Very pretty. And then here's the cow who's going to steal the show, even though he was really simple. because my coasters didn't turn out that great. So, you know, guys, it happens to all of us. So don't feel bad if you make mistakes. I don't even know what the mistake is that I made, to be honest with you, or I would tell you. Here's a little guy with his little bow. Oops, it's moving on me. I took some light cream acrylic paint and kind of shaded him a little bit. Painted his nose, his eyes, and his horns, and stuck a little hat on his head. So that's him. The cutest thing of the whole day. All right, I'm going to get you guys some pictures. I hope to see you tomorrow. Don't forget Molds and Shapes. If you want to order from them, now is the time. Don't wait. If you wait, you're going to have to wait for 3 months, and then don't miss out at that point either. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle's story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Ooh, 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 ooh. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new, a life of love.